with Hurricane Irma. Boats tossed. Here we are at this marina.
Hi, my name's Colin. I used to be a chief engineer on super yachts, but gave it all up to buy a hurricane-damaged Lagoon 450. My friends and I are fixing it up as we go, and are determined to circumnavigate the entire planet. So subscribe if you want some inspiration to live life to the fullest. 20 years from now, you will be more disappointed by the things you didn't do than by the things you did. So what are you waiting for?
Yeah, that's Parlay Revival. Good morning, Anna. Good morning, Nat. I just wanted to invite everybody on Sunday to Awana, where we're going to be cooking a whole pig on a spit.
Okay, guys. Parlay Revival is inviting everybody to Sunday at Awana. The money goes to Casa Guatemala. They are supporting Casa Guatemala, so it's a nice thing to do.
Come on, boys.
So yeah, this is Casa Guatemala, and it started in the city originally in '77 as a home for like malnourished and orphan children during the Civil War after the big earthquake that they had. And then in the 80s, things were pretty nasty. There was lots of bombings and kidnappings in the city. So they wanted to find a place outside of that environment where the kids could kind of get away from the trauma that had kind of brought them to us. And so we had this piece of land gifted to us. And it took like 5 years just to clear it. It was like full-on jungle, and raise the money to build a little school and housing for the kids that we had under our legal guardianship. At that time, we worked as an orphanage.
Yeah.
And so when we opened up here, the idea was that we could take care of the kids that were under our guardianship, but also offer the services to the local communities that were so isolated here that didn't have access to any education whatsoever. So we opened up the school, and then all the kids from the village next door and surrounding villages that are close by started to come as well. So we've always kind of had a mixture of the two. Half the kids come back and forth every day. They get a big lunch. The lunch is the biggest meal, so that we know that whether they're having breakfast at home or not, they're always getting at least 3 staple meals here a day. And then we have a big farm, so we have lots of fruit trees and veggies that we grow. We've got some chickens and some pigs, which and also some fish tanks. So.
And how does it relate to the hotel?
Okay, so Hotel Backpackers is run by our foundation, so all of the money that we make there goes directly to support Casa Guatemala's programs.
Oh, nice.
And then it also has always been a place where we can have our older kids come and get job experience, which was the idea, especially when we were working with kids that were under our legal guardianship.
Very cool.
So a lot of the people that work there now are kids that grew up with us as orphans, and we're all a big family still.
Yeah.
So all of the kids that never really got adopted, we just all stayed together as one big family.
Yeah, that's a great story.
Yeah, it is beautiful.
Casa Guatemala is located a short boat ride away from Rio Dulce town and is now a boarding school for children of all ages. What Heather and her team are doing out there is absolutely amazing. You can tell just by the smiles on the kids' faces that this is a special, safe place for them, where education has been made into a homely, fun place to be. The kids cook together, eat together, play together. The place just has an energy about it that was both eye-opening and humbling. Many of the indigenous children don't even know how to speak Spanish before they come here, and we even listened to a group of kids sing the alphabet in English. Seeing this place and witnessing how much it means to everyone gave us even more inspiration to raise as much funds as possible, so we went straight to work organising the feast.
So we're walking down to the dock. Our pig is being delivered right now by Heather from Casa Guatemala.
In a previous life, Jamie was the owner of 3 different butcher shops in Australia, so he started barking orders from behind the camera.
How do we do this?
We're going to lift it in.
Just drop the pig in, then tip the ice on. Feels so much better already.
Okay.
Awesome.
Thank you. Where are we putting this?
I reckon we hang it first and we have a look at it and
We're going to take it all the way to the boat?
Yeah, and hang it. They're all tough until you get a little bit of weight in the esky, the cooler, sorry.
Ready? 1, 2, 3.
senor.
Gracias. Jamie on the pigs. Hey, Claus. Back to old times, cousin.
So we're gonna put this pig up here because it needs to be cleaned. This is actually the dinghy davit. Alright. One advantage when the boat's out of the
Hook
water.
him in.
Beautiful.
No, Parlay Revival, man, you guys are awesome. You're really helping out. Casa Guatemala School really appreciates the support and all the money that we're going to be hopefully making tomorrow on this little piggy guy here.
Alright, so we've gathered the troops and we're going to try to buy some groceries.
Here's our ride.
I don't think any of us realised what we were in for when we said we would cater for around 80 people. The amount of groceries, charcoal, cutlery, etc. we needed was extortionate, and it seemed like we were going to be lucky to even break even after the day's spendings.
Salt, pepper, aluminum foil. That's a lot of pasta.
But we had a great team, and everyone had their own specific roles, and we were running like a well-oiled machine.
Alright, now we're going to go pick up the spit from Carlos the welder. He's just a couple of miles out of town, and then we're going to bring it back on his pickup truck. So this is who everyone calls Carlos the welder. He's kind of a big deal around here. He's the guy that has anything you need, you call Carlos the welder.
This one I built it yesterday for you guys. Grab. Vamos, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Damn, you guys made that look easy. Piece of cake. Well, let me see. Well, wait a minute. Let me see it. I didn't see it. Let's see. Okay, lift it up. Easy. Lift it up. Flex them biceps. Guatemalan traffic jam. All the monies, the pig, and it goes to charity.
For the Casa Guatemala?
For the kids.
Ah, nice. That's good.
Free Dido!
What's going on?
Potato wrapping.
Preparing spuds. Jeremy's recipe.
What's in your recipe, Jeremy?
It's just potatoes, onions, garlic, salt, pepper, butter. Done. Wrap them up, put them on the fire.
Whoa, it's 1 in the morning and we're just about to start the fire. We want it to be ready by about 2 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. So yeah, we have to start it now. We're going to light the fire, let it burn for about an hour, and then we also got to get the pig actually on the spit and wire it all up and everything like that. So a bit of work to do, but hopefully the pig is on the spit and cooking in the next hour, at 2 o'clock in the morning, and we're giving it about 10 to 12 hours to cook. So hopefully it's ready by 2 p.m. tomorrow. So late night here for us here at Parlay Revival.
Right, Bill.
Right.
Okay.
There we go.
Turn it our way, other way.
Oh, turn it off.
Wrench. Use mechanic. Make it go fast.
All right, guys, 2:30 exactly.
Good. Small hour, small thing.
So it's 7 AM. The old boys let us have a bit of a nap, so we've got a little bit of rest. I'm just going to go back and check on the pig now.
Colin and all the boys over there from New Zealand are having a pig roast, and they're inviting everybody to come by and get a plate of food. I think it's 50Q, cheap, and children eat free. So come on by after the flea market and see Colin, meet the guys from New Zealand. I gotta tell you something, they talk kind of funny though, but anyway, they're good old boys. So you guys come on over, meet some new friends, say hey to old friends, and it's gonna be a...
So it's 2 o'clock, everyone's starting to arrive, and I reckon we're going to get about 60 to 80 people. So it's a good turnout. Everything's looking good.
Here's said pig.
Perfect.
Welcome to the spit roast. Doing a lot of work. We've been cooking this pig since about 2 AM this morning. It's finally ready. Glad to have everyone here. So if you want to start lining up, I think the first tray of meat's ready. Thank you for coming, everyone.
The fellow sailors kept rolling in, and there was an awesome energy in the air. Everyone knew it was for a good cause, and it was great to see the community coming together in support of Heather and Casa Guatemala.
Say that again? What was...
It's a very impressive spread.
Well, thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. Thank you.
There was a lot of effort put into it.
I feel like it was an all-night deal.
So many familiar faces of people we had met during our time here in Rio. We ended up feeding over 100 people that day, and it was definitely one for the books.
I think we just served about 100 people. That's 100 more than I've ever done before.
As things started to wind down, we were finally able to breathe a sigh of relief and enjoy a nice cold beer, as the day had been a huge success. It was a grueling 48 hours, but it was an honour to be able to hand deliver our donation to Heather.
Morning guys, so we're on our way to Casa Guatemala this morning. Gathered up a bunch of food to donate and a few clothes and stuff, so we'll take that out there along with the money that we raised.
Oh, you gonna do like the handover? Thank you guys.
Should be 3,500 there.
We should stand this out.
In US dollars, this equates to $470 minus the expense of the pig that they supplied, so it was nice to be able to give a small contribution to such a good cause.
It was honestly such a cool experience to be able to, even though it was a small amount, there's something just really nice about being able to give to those who sort of need it. I've got so much respect for what Heather's doing out there, and you can tell just by the way the other teachers and volunteers and everyone just look up to her and respect her, and she's obviously doing a great job out there, so it was really fun to be a part of it. Casa Guatemala is obviously like a volunteer program as well, so if anyone watching this wants to do some volunteering, they only charge $300 a month just to cover the expenses, so it's super cheap compared to a lot of volunteer programs out there. So I'll leave the link in the description below if anyone's interested to look at the website, and thanks for watching the episode, guys. We'll see you next week.
It's so many guys all the time. We need a couple females. It's sad. Anyway, put your digits in the comments. Just balls. If you're a female and you want to come say with Parlay Revival, comment down below. There you go.